Hello everybody. So, we are currently in SeaWorld. I waited to film a little bit until we got in the park and settled in a little bit because I wasn't 100% sure how things were going to go when we got to the park. They were incredibly simple, incredibly easy, very smooth. There went Manta. There goes Manta again. The health temperature screening when you first got in was very simple. They had 3 lines available, so the lines went very fast. There weren't many people in line, so it went really, really quick. Then we got in line for a bag check, which was very simple as well. They did not really test our bags, which I think was to avoid touching bags and other people's stuff. They just everybody kind of went through the metal detectors, which I guess is not very safe, but at the same time it works for effectiveness and efficiency. Then we got in the park. We had a little issue when we first got in the park because people were a little bit slow because they didn't have their passes and their reservation, which I took the time to take a reservation and get a reservation for this day. They did not require them. So we set a reservation. We got our reservations for today. We went through all of that to get a reservation, and then she said all I need to see is your pass. So I don't know if we just got a cast member or a employee who just didn't want to do our job or what, but we were not required to show our reservations. We were only required to show our tickets to get in the park, our annual passes. It's not that busy. There's not a lot of people here. People are not really social distancing all that much. We went to an aquarium and we were underneath this dome that had stingrays and things that were swimming around, and people were all over you, so there really wasn't a lot of social distancing happening. But I think it's not, when you're walking in the streets, there's not really a need because there's not a lot of people here. So there's a lot of people that are spaced out, so it's not that big of a deal. But we'll know more when we start to do shows, and we're gonna be doing the dolphin show at 12 o'clock, so we'll know a little bit more about. I'll film that when we get inside, what that looks like, if they space anything out, if they're gonna be doing special seating for people, if they're gonna have like limited numbers of seats available. We'll know that when we get inside. My brother and his wife are gonna be doing rides, so we'll know a little bit more information about that as well. But as of right now, I'll show y'all what it looks like, the streets. We've been here before, and it's been extremely hard to walk in this certain area because we're right underneath Manta. But as of right now, there's like no one here. So I'll go ahead and show you what the street looks like. With here, so we're going to see if we can show off a little bit for you guys. All right, here we go, buddy. Now we moved on to one of the deepest areas in the city, 16 feet. Nice job, buddy. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and kick it up a little notch, challenge him a little bit. So let's see if he's ready. We do have Grip coming on over next. She is our largest female in this exhibit at 24 years old. All right. She knows where to keep going. Come on. Look at this bird. It's just like bird. All right.
Now we're going to go ahead and see if our dolphins and our trainers all want to come together. And we're going to challenge them and see if we can get all 15 dolphins to come together. So let's see what they do. All right, look at that. Nice job. All right, guys. All right, looks like we're almost ready. Get those cameras out. Awesome. Nice job, guys.
Look, guys, I made a friend. Okay, so we just went and did Turtle Trek, which was awesome. There's apparently a turtle in Turtle Trek named Stitch, which is copyright. It's Disney. You're in the wrong part, Stitch. So cute. Now we're walking to this like dock-looking thing where it's a boat to see what's over here. I think it's like the rehabilitation area. It has manatees in it, so I'll show you that when we get there. So I didn't know this existed, but this is like their rehabilitation area. And the tank over to the right of me, they have 2 adults and a baby that was born just after Mother's Day. And in the tank that's in front of me is, it looks like 3 or 4 that are, I guess, were boat strikes or injured in the wild, so they're being rehabbed here. So I'll go ahead and show y'all what I can. And they have them close to the wild. Like on the other side is what looks to be a creek, but I think it's just concrete. But there's one smack dab in the middle that just keeps swimming. There's one right here. As you can see, there's 2 right there. A really dark gray one. There's also a tan one right there. It's in the middle that keeps swimming around. There's also a bluish gray one right there. So I'm guessing there's like 4 in here. I want to say 4. The one in the middle just kind of swims in circles, but it's still really cute. It's a cute little sea cow. So we are currently in the pass holder lounge, which is over by Infinity Falls. There's a restaurant next to Infinity Falls that has a pass holder lounge that's open from, I think it's 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's an air-conditioned area that has tables and chairs and really comfy couches, soda machine, water, ice. My brother and his wife Jade are on Infinity Falls because it is literally 10,000 degrees outside, and I'm already sweating enough, and I didn't feel like getting wet. I didn't feel like running on my shoes, my hat. My dad didn't want to run his stuff. So we are in the Passport Lounge for who knows how long. So I haven't seen y'all since the dolphin show, which was like 2 hours ago, I think. Close to 2.5 hours. We have done basically nothing since then except go eat. We walked around a little bit and then we went and eat. We went and ate. We ate at a barbecue restaurant that's over by the tower, the Sky Tower. I am too hot to eat. I don't have an appetite, so I just ate some coleslaw and had some apple juice, and then got some water. Filled up we have refillable cups, so I filled mine with water because I think I was getting dehydrated because the heat was getting to me. So I just filled up mine with water. To give you an update, it's still not that crowded. It's still not that bad. Lines are long only because of social distancing and then having to clean the ride vehicles in between each ride. But other than that, it's not that bad. I've noticed a lot of people a little bit later in the day now are not wearing masks. There's a lot of people that are not wearing masks. They have them around their necks. They're not wearing them. There's groups of people that have, like, half of them have it on, half of them don't. There were some groups that just didn't have any at all. Like, they were just didn't have anything. So, if anything, SeaWorld really needs to knuckle down and get people to really get back into the mask, because it's a requirement to get in the park to have a mask on. They need to do their job and get people to wear their masks. But I don't really know how much longer we're going to be here. They're going to do Infinity Falls. We may go look at the seals. We'll go check out the seals. But we're probably going to head home after that. It's just kind of hot and not fun right now. It's kind of to the point where we're kind of over it. We're just over the heat. The masks they're not terrible. And it's funny how many different types of masks I've seen. Like, I've seen, like, the blue surgical mask. I've seen smaller masks that are, like, really thick cloth. I've seen, like, mine. A lot of people are wearing those full face masks that cover the whole entire body, like, the whole entire head and neck. I've seen a lot of those. But I would not recommend coming here if you're coming from out of town, unless, like, you're coming to do Disney, Universal, and SeaWorld. Maybe it's worth it. But if you're coming from out of town to vacation here, and maybe you have a one-day ticket, it's worth it. Everything's open. I mean, everything is open. They have a lot of, like, small food places that are not open. Those are some things that are just not available. Mako, which is the purple and blue roller coaster, is usually like a 10 to 20 minute wait. It's at 95 minutes. Manta is usually like a 60-minute wait. It's close to probably 120. Infinity Falls right now is about 30 to 35 minutes. Kraken's like 20 to 30, which is even high for Kraken. Kraken's usually like 5 or 10 minutes. So I don't think it's because of the crowds. I think it's just because of social distancing and cleaning. Plus, they're also loading less people into the ride vehicles. They're doing every other row, which is a lot less. And then also, if you have 2 people in a party, they can only suit 2 people in a row because they can't put people beside those people. So less people are getting on ride vehicles, which is making the lines longer, but it's not that crowded here. I'm not going to say an estimate. I would think maybe 5,000 people, maybe less. The shows, we've only done the dolphin show, but the dolphin show was shorter. The trainers did not get in the water and play with the dolphins. They did not swim with the dolphins. They strictly just did everything outside, and the dolphins did all the swimming and all of the tricks. The trainers usually get in with the dolphins and swim and do some tricks, which they did not today, which my sister-in-law was really bummed about. I guess it was worth it. I mean, I would still, if I were you, I would still make a reservation just in case. I think we just got a not so great employee who really didn't care. So I would make sure you still got a reservation for the day that you come. You can get up to 6 people at one time. I think they're only allowing parties of 6 and at a time unless someone else makes a reservation. Which you do have to have the reservation code and then the pass holder code to get in the park, which we did not. Again, we did not, but I think that's just because of the employee that we got. But all in all, with whatever they have available, they have all the shows available, they have all the roller coasters open, they have majority of the food places open, so it's a regular park, it's just longer lines because of social distancing. So that decision, your final decision would have to be on you. But it's been a fun day. It's been really hot. So we're gonna go finish waiting for my brother and sister-in-law to get off of Infinity Falls, and then we're probably gonna head home. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to see more SeaWorld vlogs or SeaWorld like videos that have to do with SeaWorld, leave a comment down in the comment section below letting me know. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can subscribe to the channel, and then make sure you hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload more videos. Thank you guys so much for being here, and let's go Disney or SeaWorld.